Hey everyone, welcome to the Hobby Collab. Got another episode of The Sword and the Spoon for you this Saturday morning. I'm Brett. I'm joined today by Graham. We're talking about the Scourge of Ghyran. Zach's behind the producer's desk today.
Hello.
How are you guys feeling about the Scourge of Ghyran? Do you think it's a grand slam? Maybe a bit of a sham? What do you say, Graham?
Oh man,
I really like it.
He had worked on that one.
Yeah, he did. There's not too much spiders get from it, but what they do get from it is a new spell lore that I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, everyone gets a little bit of something.
Yeah, the two formations you can't use with spiders. The fanatics, eventually I think we'll have fanatics that I'll plan to use with them, and I think I do like the new fanatic war scroll more, but I think they're both really cool. But the new spell lore is really cool. The 3 units fall back is the unlimited spell. There's a spell for an aura of +2 to move.
Amazing.
And then a spell to half the range of your shooting and make it so you can't use run abilities.
Sounds awful. I hate it already. What are you bringing today in your list?
It's very similar lists to what I've been running. It's 2 web spinner shamans on giant spiders, 2 war parties, 2 naked spiders, and then 20 spider riders. 2 blocks of 5 and a block of 10. I really, really like the block of 10 spider riders. It does a lot of work. It
Plays the game really well.
It plays the game really well, and it actually has, on my go turns, it has really, really high damage output.
Good output, yeah.
With the mortal wounds. Speaking of, I have to choose my Skulkin, Cacklin, Grinnin, Scowlin, and Skulkin again, and I'm starting with Skulkin, so that means that Cracklin and Grinnin, which are the phases of the moon that I get crit mortals on 5s on my spiders, I'll get those on turns 2 or battle rounds 2 and 3.
Okay.
So
Mental note.
Brett has a lot of scary shooting. I need to not sit back and let him shoot me. I need to get in there.
Yeah. Okay. And you have enhancements, but there are no honor guards.
Yes.
We're not playing with honor guards today because it's new season time.
Yeah, my enhancements are all on the one web spinner shaman. He's got the clammy cowl. He's 2 clammy to be hit, -1 to hit and shooting in melee.
Okay.
And loon touched for +1 to cast.
Nice.
The spiders, or the shamans on spiders, don't have a data sheet ability, but with the new spell lore, I think it's really easy to get them off.
And manifestations.
The manifestations are pretty good.
Sure.
I'm bringing the Gloomspite ones today. He's just good at casting.
Cool. Exciting.
Very.
Today, going against the Gitz are the cities of Sigmar. We are trying out the new battle formation, Veteran Cannoneers. Zach has frantically painted up a new cannon that was generously donated by Rudy Picardo. Thank you very much, Rudy. So we have 3 cannons on the table. Super exciting. The new detachment, or the new battle formation, gives each cannon up to 3 cannons a single hit, wound, or damage reroll per turn. So that's amazing. We've got the battle formation benefits 3 cannons. We have 3 cannons. Let's go. I also have, so because I've got an extra cannon, I've got a little bit, as I was putting out my models, I was really like, I don't actually have a lot on the table today. So I'm very character heavy, which is per usual. I'm led today by Talia. She's my general. I really like her glow up that happened a few months ago. She's a really good centerpiece, focal point, leader. She's got a little bit of fighting, a little bit of utility, a little bit of defense. And she's fast, which is great. And she can issue 2 orders, which is also great. I've got a Cavalier Marshal leading a unit of 10 Cavaliers. I'm not bringing the new War Scroll today. I realized kind of at the 11th hour that the new War Scroll loses the charge mortals, which I had not realized when we were discussing cities during the show a couple days ago. So yeah, I actually like the old War Scroll better. It's got an extra attack, and it still has the charge mortals. And you just have to make sure you get the charge off with them, which I'm going to be trying really hard to do. I've got a Battle Mage on Celestial Hurricanum. Again, does a little bit of everything. Casts a spell, buffs units in the fight phase. and has some damage output in the shooting phase. And that ramps up as the game goes on. I've got Alchemite Warforger, also kind of great for extra durability with the save buff and extra cast. And then I've got the Fusel on Ogre, so he's giving out +1 to hit in shooting and fighting for the remainder of the turn. The remainder of the turn, not battle round. And then I've got Callus and Toll in that are starting the game off the table, ready to save the day if and when it needs saving. And I've got, for my enhancements, I've got the new enhancement for draw steel. Is that what it's called? Draw steel, I think. On the Cavalier Marshal. So when he charges, another nearby human unit that also charged can get +1 attack, and this can stack with the order for +1 attack. So we can get these Cavaliers up to 5 attacks, which would be amazing. Which is amazing. I'm doubling down on getting these guys the charge this game.
Terrifying.
And then my other enhancement is on, I'm struggling to remember, Glimmering on the Fusel. So I get to reroll 1 hit, wound, or save roll per phase from the Fusel on the Ogre.
That's cool.
So he's a little more durable in the fight phase. He's a little bit more shooty in the shooting phase. Fun. That's it. That's it. We've got a battle plan today. What battle plan are we playing, Zach? Jaws of Galette. Spoiler alert, it's Jaws of Galette. So we've got a funky deployment and some places of power. These guys are places of power. And we've got some obscuring forests here. And the rest of these are just kind of low obstacles. We didn't talk about this before the game. Is there a twist? I don't even remember.
There's some kind of twist for sure.
From the second battle round, at the end of the turn, after scoring victory points, the underdog can pick an objective and remove it from play. So at the end of the underdog's turn, the underdog can remove an objective. That's quite strong. Otherwise, it's 2 for controlling 1, 2 for controlling 2, and 2 for controlling more, or for a secondary. Great.
Pretty standard.
Yeah, awesome. Do you guys want to chat terrain a little bit?
Yeah, we did that already.
You did that. Okay, so I was working on
Zach
some
was
mic
frantically clicking buttons.
Yeah, great. Okay, so I think we know who's going first, yeah?
Yeah, I had 1 million drops. I had all the drops, and so Graham's choice. It is your choice, Graham, whether you would like to go first or second.
I'm going to make you go first, though I am terrified of the cannons and maybe going to regret it.
Yeah, one of the downsides to this new detachment is I lose out on the extra 3-inch range cannons, which 24 inches is great. It's a great amount of range, but 27 is even better. And so you're able to deny me some shots, but I have a few here.
Yeah, I think every cannon is still going to shoot, just because
Right.
It's impossible for me. The spiders are so big, I can't be far enough back to stop you.
Yeah.
Like the spiders physically don't fit in the deployment zone
Right.
without you being able to shoot, unless I just hard deploy in this corner, in which case they're not doing anything.
Yeah, so the cannons are already kind of having an impact on the game, we're seeing, even in the deployment. All right, so I'm going to choose, he's the center. I deployed in anticipation that this might happen. People like making me go first for some reason. So yeah, I'm going to seize the center with an E at the end, sentry. I'm going to seize that one. Let's do some hero phase abilities. The Alchemite Warforger is going to try to put an extra pip of save on the Steel Helms on 3-up. Doesn't happen. Nope. I'm going to try to cast some magic. Let's do a Places of Power.
Oh yeah, Places of Power.
I'm going to start with the Battle Mage. He does, and the Warforger also does activate the Place of Power.
I'm going to Place of Power on my rider. Okay. Place of Power.
So I didn't pre-measure deny ranges, but it looks like you are just out of the Battle Mage, but are within deny range for the Warforger.
Okay.
So the Battle Mage is going to try to cast Shackles. So this is a manifestation on a 6. He gets it.
Yep.
So I'm going to put these back here. Graham has 2 spiders in Deep Strike.
Which can
And-
come down in your turn.
Which can, which can come down in my movement phase. And I left a gap here. This is 9 inches. So I'm just trying to screen out these guys don't block. You know, they don't count as models for the purposes of blocking, but they do count as like he doesn't have to stay 9 away from them, but he can't physically deep strike onto them. So it helps a little bit with that. Okay, so I'm going to put out these shackles here. And then the next thing I'm going to try to do is my 3 spells are Chain Lightning, 3d6 Charge, and Cinder Cloud. None of those are super compelling, so I'm going to go for another manifestation with the Warforger. I'm going to try the Purple Sun. It's cast on an 8. I need a 7 on the dice. Nope.
That was the one cast I could have denied.
That is,
Yeah, but it failed.
So now, would you like to spend a command point to cast a spell?
I will. I'm going to bring in the moon. This goes off in a 7. I'm casting it from my Warlord, who has Place of Power, Clammy Cowl, and the spiders have +1 to cast normally. So like +3 -1. It goes off in a 7. That is
6,
7.
Succeeds. So I can try to deny you on a 7. I stop it.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So that is spell casting. The Celestial Arcanum picks D3 nearby human units to get +1 to hit. Give 2 nearby human units +1 to hit with melee attacks. I'm gonna go with Talia and these steel helms. Cool. Let's go into the movement phase. I've got these blue dice are how I'm denoting who has orders remaining to activate. So pull them off as I use them. So I'm gonna start with Talia ordering. She will order. She can order twice, and each time she does the move order on a human unit, it bounces to another human unit. So she can do 4 humans with movement. She's going to do herself. She's going to do the steel helms, and she's going to do both cannons here. All 4 of these will get +3 inches move. So the steel helms also, to seize the center, they are currently 12 away. So I need a 9, which is they need a 1-inch advance. So I'm just going to roll their advance. More than a 1 would be nice, but nope.
A 1 is all you need.
1 is all I need. So I'm going 9 inches, which gets me within 3 of the center.
I don't know if you actually want much more than that, because I am just going to charge you.
Yeah.
Even though turn 1 is not my go turn, I think that I will be able to kill them with spiders.
Yeah, it's possible that if I'd gotten my before I move them, they in the movement phase, before they move, they're going to try to activate this, consecrate this objective for a 5 upward. They do not, because it happens on a 3 up.
And that would have been anyone on that objective has a 5 upward?
It would have been if every model in a unit is contesting that objective, then that unit gets a 5 upward.
Okay, which is pretty spicy for the cannon.
It's great for the cannons. It's great for single model units because you can just tow into the objective and then you've got a 5 upward. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Actually, these guys are going to swing around a little.
They need to make some space.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool. And then Talia is going to move up as well. I don't know if this is
Yeah, go ahead, Brett. Sorry.
great. I don't know if this is a great plan, but I'm doing it anyway.
Reminder, folks at home, we do have a poll up. The poll today is, what city is Brett's City of Sigmar army from?
Oh.
The options are Miami. These are all U.S. cities. Is Brett a Miami guy, a Tulsa guy, a Portland guy, or a Boston guy? One of these is right, by the way.
I don't know why.
There's a correct answer.
When you asked the question, my head was just like, oh, they're clearly from Chicago.
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 I don't know why. I have no reason for that. This is just what popped into my head.
So I'm gonna do another order here from the Celestial Arcanum to move a couple units. Shuffling. I think what I should have done is had Talia move these guys. So Celestial Arcanum could order Talia with me. These guys are a little farther away. If anyone at home is calling me out for moving the wrong things, that's technically what's happening. All right, then the Warforger will, or the Fusel can't. No, sorry. The gosh, what's this guy called? Cavalier Marshal is going to order the Fusel Major to move. And the Hyrcanum over here.
So I know we talked about trying to deny me space, but so far there is a kind of a giant pocket that I can just drop a spider in.
Right here?
Yeah.
You have to be 9 away, right?
But I can be towards the shackles, can't I? Is it blocked? Is it more blocked than I think? Oh, maybe it is more blocked than I think.
Your base is giant.
Yeah.
I'm relying on your base being giant.
I just want to make sure you're not moving too far forward and leaving me a pocket.
That's definitely a thing I would do, so I appreciate the shout. All right, so you currently have 1 objective, so to hold more, I just need the 2 that I have. These guys need to move, so the Warforger will order the cannon here to move 3. 24 to these spiders, and you've got a redeploy option.
Yeah, but those spiders I deployed too far back for some reason, so it's actually going to be pretty hard for me to take the flanks. I hope it's actually still possible. For whatever reason, I deployed 9 from the edge of my deployment zone, but they don't need to be that far.
Do you want to adjust your deployment slightly? I
think they still make it, because they should be 22. They move 10, they need to be 6. So if I auto-run them, they still make it.
Okay.
I think it's fine, but...
All right. We're saying these places of power are walk-onable.
Yep.
We discussed that before the game. All right, I have 2 units with orders available still. Let's go into... Do you want to redeploy?
I don't think that I want to redeploy. I'm thinking about actually dropping a spider in that corner.
Oh, interesting. And going after...
And going after that cannon.
Yeah, that's cool.
But then you will definitely get the charge with your knights. But
I mean, I might not.
Well, but after I charge the cannon.
Oh, I see. I mean, you should also charge the knights.
Yeah, I should also charge the knights.
Per our previous conversation, I'm doubling down on the knights getting the charge. Okay. Well, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Though.
I'm a fan of this plan.
And I think I want my CP for my turn.
Okay.
So I'm not going to redeploy.
Cool. Let's go into the shooting phase. I am going to start with the Fusel Major, taking a shot. Your Warlord is -1 to be hit. Right?
Yes.
I don't have shots from my Fusel Major onto your Warlord, right? Yeah, I'm short there.
Yeah, but I think you do on this spider.
I do on that spider. Okay, so the Fusel Major will shoot at the war party. He gets 3 attacks with his long rifle. Let's see it. Hitting on 3s. He has crit auto wound. So these just wound. And these wound on a 3. 3 wounds at rend 1 for 2 damage.
So they'll have 5 ups. So he takes 4.
Okay. And that spider is now marked. He is designated as a priority target. And our other cannon here is going to take two big cannonball shots at him. And get +1 to hit.
Yeah.
3s to hit with big cannon. Aha! Yes, there's no crit on the cannon. 6s don't do anything. 2s to wound. And D3. Oh, you got saves. Yep.
Rend 2.
Rend 2.
I probably should have all-out defense here. Wouldn't have mattered.
D3 plus 2 damage. Should I gamble and reroll this one because I can? No, I'm not going to. So 5 plus 4 is 9.
So he has taken 13.
How many does he have left?
3.
3 remaining. That's amazing. Look at that.
I would not describe that as amazing. I would describe it as it's something.
I didn't even get to use his ability. All right, so I've got one more cannon here. Does this cannon get to see that guy? I think he does. I think maybe on the side.
Probably. I actually don't know.
Yeah, now I'm not sure now that I'm saying it. In fact, do models block line of sight? Like if Talia's wing is in the way?
You can see this spider leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm just going to try to finish off. I was going to go after this guy, but I think I'm just going to try to finish off that one, especially since I got the buff off. Do you want to all-out defend here?
I probably should, just on the off chance he lives,
Yeah.
but I think it's pretty unlikely.
I mean, going from a 6-up to a 5-up on a save is pretty good.
Yeah, I will. I need auto run, and I would like an all-out attack next.
Oh yeah, I got
So
you
think
down. I
that's-
got you down to 2 CP gram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Hitting on 3s.
I'm just making sure I don't need it for something else.
Cannon number 2. I will re-roll this with my veteran cannoneer. Ah, it mattered. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. Rend 2.
I need 2 5-ups. Okay.
No. It's min 6 damage.
Yep, that spider is dead.
Kerblap.
Not my favorite thing. This is kind of what I expected to
Yeah.
happen.
Turn 1 spiders getting cannoned.
Yeah.
Okay, third cannon over here into little spiders. I don't get any pluses, just hitting on 4s. I will use my veteran cannoneer reroll here. Oh, 1 hit, 2 to wound, 1 wound, rend 2.
Damage.
D3 plus 2 damage, 4 damage.
You kill 2 spiders.
All right. The Fusiliers not in range. So I am done shooting. Do you have any? Would you like to covering fire?
No.
I'm not going to charge. Do you want to counter charge?
No.
I think we can score, Zach.
Okay, let's score up. Brett, we're scoring up cities. Turn 1. How'd it go, Brett?
I hold 1. I hold 2. I hold more, and I seized the center. So that's a big old 10.
And you killed a giant spider.
And I killed a giant spider.
Okay, on to Gloomspite Gitz round 1.
Yeah. I am going to take the flanks. I set up, so I'm not too worried about losing some of the little spiders. Set up to take the flanks. Casting. I'm first going to attempt to move my spider shaman, who's kind of hiding behind the loon shrine.
Oh yeah, he's got a teleport, right?
Yeah, he has a teleport. He really just uses it to get in range for his spell.
Yeah.
Because it has to be wholly within 12. So 2 up he teleports. He does. He's teleporting to this train feature. He will teleport there. And he's going to attempt to run charge on the spider riders.
Okay.
This goes off on a 6. That is +1, so that's a 9.
And I'm pretty sure I don't have range to.
Yeah, and the +1 is because he's within 12 inches of this spider shaman.
No denies. Did you want to place a power at all?
Oh, yes, I was going to place a power on my warlord. Were you going to place a power? You.
Yeah, I will place a power with the Warforger. Yeah.
I am going to attempt to cast Run and Charge.
Okay.
Will be +1 because he's near this shaman,
Mhm.
or the shaman rider. It goes off on a 6, which that is not. So he takes D3 mortal wounds.
No.
I think he's just dead.
No. What's happening?
I think he's only got 3 wounds.
The little shaman on foot?
No, oh, he's
No,
got
no,
4
no.
wounds. He's got 4 wounds. Okay, he's got 1 left, but no Run and
He
Charge.
can immediately rally if you would like.
No, I need that CP for other stuff.
CP for other stuff. Okay.
This spider is going to cast. What does he want? Probably Scuttletide,
Okay.
which goes off on a 6. He gets +1 to this. That's not a 6.
It doesn't work. Okay.
And then this Spider Rider will get +3.
+3.
Graham, I've been having a lot of games like this recently.
Yep. I mean, listen, my spiders have historically rolled very, very well.
Yeah.
I'm due for I just can't roll above a 3.
It's early. It's early.
I mean, you still haven't had your first combat phase yet.
Yep.
You still could just roll all 5s and win the game on turn 2.
I'm going to cast the Moon,
Okay.
which is a 7. So that is a 10.
Okay. I get to attempt to deny this. I fail to.
Yep. Excellent. I appreciate that. I don't know if I want to try to kill you, though, now. With this spider gone, it's hard. And without the Run and Charge.
Talia, if she gets charged by a monster, on a 3-up, the monster gets fight last. She has a stingy tail.
I did not know that. That's fine.
That's her. It rarely matters because it has to be a monster and she has to be charged. It doesn't work when she charges. I don't think I've ever actually used that ability. But all of a sudden in this game, it's now very significant.
It's going to be relevant. I need to be outside 9 because the moon does actually move, but I need to be, I believe, wholly inside 12 to get its buff.
Got it.
So its positioning matters quite a bit. Just I'm going to confirm the range on the moon.
You also could adjust where you're. Get him a little closer. Oh no, this came off your.
This came off of my
mounted shot.
Yeah. Casts. I could rally. I don't think I want to. Would you like to do anything in my hero
I've
phase?
got CP, lots of CP. I'm going to attempt to cast my bomb.
Okay.
Actually, I could do run in 3d6. You didn't put a unit out. You didn't drop a spider out.
Not on your turn.
18. Cloud, no. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do the bomb manifestation. It's on a 6. +1, -1. Goes off.
I will attempt to unbind.
Let me see if you have range to it.
Well, I would
you
have failed.
You do have range to it, yeah.
I mean, you would try to. Yeah, I failed though.
Okay. How far away does this? I'm also not sure I've ever used this before. Malevolent Maelstrom.
Yeah, Malevolent Maelstrom coming in here.
It is wholly within 12 of the caster. Okay.
This is the one where stuff dies, it gets charges,
Yeah,
then it explodes.
Yeah, so let me read you about Malevolent Maelstrom. It explodes when it has 6 Maelstrom points, and it explodes on enemy units, friendly and enemy, within 9 of it. And they take they roll, each target takes d6 mortals on a 2. And it accumulates Maelstrom points when it's set up, and then each time a unit casts a spell within 12, and then each time a unit is slain within 12.
A unit or a model?
A unit.
Okay.
Model slain,
Yeah.
unit casts a spell.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure like it's really good against horrors. I've played against it with my Zinch, and it just like immediately just exploded. Because turns out horrors die a lot.
Actually, I'm gonna put it behind me as another like screen.
Yep.
I kind of, if I feel like you could blow it up this turn. I kind of don't want that to happen. No, I'm gonna put it out front. Up front it is. If it blows up this turn, that's fun too. Okay.
Okay. Movement.
On the movement. Okay, great. Big thanks to Molecule. He's calling Graham and Brett out here. In a positive way. Brett and Graham did an amazing job with Maelstrom Mixer.
Oh, thanks, Molecule.
A run of 2 on these guys.
Yeah, I always look forward to Maelstrom Mixer so that we can hang out with Molecule and Vino and others. And then the weekend of the event, we don't actually get to hang out with anyone because we're
Really very little.
super insanely busy trying to put on an event.
That kind of happens, right? Yeah, you really need to, when you're doing that kind of stuff, you really need to like set another, they need to come another day or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hang out day after or it's kind of the only way it works.
I am very much debating if I actually want to go in with just one spider here. With if you give me fight last. What is her profile like in melee?
So the Talia herself, I think, has 5 or 6 attacks, and they'll be 2 damage. Let me just read it. She has 6 attacks. She currently has +1 to hit from the Celestial Horcanum, so it'll be 6 attacks, 2s, 4s, rend 1, 2 damage. Then the monster underneath has 5 total attacks, hitting on 3s or 4s, 2s, rend 2 or 3, and then either 3 or D3 plus 3 damage. So, and anti-monster +1 rend on the jaws.
Yeah, so she could very easily kill a spider.
Yep. Yeah, probably. Not easily, but
yeah,
if she got lucky, she could kill a spider.
Yep.
And once per game, she can give her. She has a 6-up ward natively, and
Yeah.
once per game can give out a 5-up ward, but not to herself. You could go after the. You could go after the little guys after the steel helms, make the bomb explode,
do some damage to her.
do some damage.
The thing is, I don't think I do any charge where I don't hit her as well.
Yeah. So the fight last will kick in potentially. It's on a 3-up. The fight last is on a 3-up.
Yeah. I think I am going to run the Spider Riders, the big squad, an extra 2.
So your run in charge is a spell, huh?
Yeah, and I didn't get it off.
Yeah.
That's the one that failed.
If you're just tuning in here, we are doing some Scourge of Ghyran stuff. Brett is taking the triple veteran cannoneers, the triple cannon battle formation, letting him do some rerolls on the cannons.
Yeah. And it's already been great.
Yeah, also a heroic trait, right, Brett?
Yeah, I've got draw steel on the Cavalier Marshal, doubling down on the Cavaliers, just really wanting to charge. So on the turn they charge, they get +1 damage and +1 attack, potentially +2 attacks if I order them. And before the game, I thought I was also going to give them the honor guard rule for +1 rend against monsters on the charge, which also would have been amazing. But we're not playing with honor guard stuff.
And then Graham, meanwhile, was taking the new lore, the new spell lore with the spider army.
Yeah, and that you didn't do any spider lore-y things this turn, right, Graham? Like you didn't give yourself aura of movement or
No. I attempted manifestations
Yeah.
and then his the little guys
yeah.
data sheet. I'm actually going to strung these guys back. Just so I don't get callous and told.
Oh yeah, that's great. I definitely want to callous and toll you.
Yep. And 3-inch.
Callous and told.
I think that is probably fine.
Units in this game become verbs once they're once they're overpowered.
Once they become or underpowered.
Underpowered, yeah.
I think that is my movement phase.
Okay. Do I want to redeploy? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
I already did my battle formation. It doesn't look like you're set up to charge me here.
I'm not going to.
Well, I don't know that, Graham.
They
You
advanced.
ran there.
Yeah.
This guy didn't come.
Yeah. They're attempting to screen, so it's a little harder to get into my
right.
shaman.
Um,
I think if I'd gotten off the advance or the run in charge,
mhm.
I would have been happier going in. But
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna redeploy.
okay. Shooting. I'm gonna shoot. This shaman is going to shoot into your. What other shots do I have? That guy in 18 is.
Yes.
Shoot the cannon.
Okay.
But I think that I will all-out attack with the shaman on Spider.
Okay.
This isn't going to do much. I just don't think that I'm going to have another chance to spend.
Got it.
So this will be 10 attacks, 4s, 5s, no rend, 1 damage.
Are you going
3s,
into
5s.
Talia?
Into the little guys.
Okay.
3s and 5s. The all attack did nothing. But it was a good roll. So
Yeah.
I can't actually complain. 5s, nothing.
Cool. War party.
You war party into the
The veteran cannoneer.
yep. 4s, 5s.
Okay. Also a great roll.
Just 1.
Any rend?
Nope.
Okay, looking for a 4-up. Oh, I take a wound.
1 damage.
Okay.
I think that is my turn, unless you have shooting
I'm
back.
gonna shoot you back because I also have lots of CP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this cannon into these spiders. Maybe I'll get super duper lucky and deny you a battle tactic. These will hit on 5s.
Graham, you could alt defensive if you want it.
I used my last CP.
I still hit you at 1. What did I miss?
I
Oh,
all-out
auto
attacked
ran.
with this guy.
Oh, okay.
Here's my veteran cannoneer. Oh no, I think veteran cannoneers is only in my
Oh,
shooting
good
phase.
catch. Good catch. Brett's checking it right now.
I think that's the case. I think veteran cannoneer.
It might.
In your shooting phase.
Your shooting phase. Okay.
Once per turn, army your shooting phase. Correct. Veteran cannoneers does not work in covering fire. Cool.
Okay.
I could try to countercharge something. I have 2 CP floating.
I don't know if there's. I mean, maybe here.
Yeah. And then I get double turned and Talia gets chumped. Yeah, just gonna let the 2 CP float.
Okay. It feels weird, right?
Feels weird.
All right, let's score up Graham. Graham, how'd you do?
Not amazing. I hold 1. I don't hold more,
Okay.
but I did take the flanks.
Okay, so it's. I mean, it's you're going behind a little bit, but not by much.
But he's the underdog, and at the end of and starting on the second turn, if you're the underdog at the end of your turn, you can remove objectives.
Yeah, which I might do.
We have got an important role here. Graham, do you double turn Brett if you get it?
I think I do.
Okay.
I think I do double
It's
turn
a good
Brett if I
setup.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's how far under do you have to be to get the
6.
additional 6?
You're
Yeah.
not there. You're not there. Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Cities get a 4. Gets with a 3.
So
So no double turn.
yep.
Yet.
Okay.
Which is great because I think I am well set up for a good turn this turn, as long as I didn't get doubled. Okay, so hero phase. Activating places of power. I've got only 1 wizard on it this time. Do you want to activate?
I will.
Okay.
I get 5 CP.
Oh, I need a battle tactic.
5 CP on you, Graham. Yeah.
I'm gonna. What's the kill a character?
Yeah. Slay the tyrant.
Play the tyrant. I feel like that guy right there. He can teleport in your hero phase.
Only my hero phase. So
Only
yeah,
your
if
hero
you
phase.
want to,
I can
Callus and Toll
in the
him.
backfield. Yeah.
he is probably very dead.
Okay. I will declare him as a. Do I have to pick?
Well, slay the tyrant. I don't actually think you.
I don't think you do.
But one of them has to be the one you have to do it with melee only, right?
That is the weird part. Yes.
But then the other one you have to pick, but
And
it can
do
be
it
shooting or
however.
melee.
I think we have that right, Brett.
Okay, I want to do it with shooting,
So not
So-
slay the tyrant.
so it's the other one. What's the other one?
The other one
Slay their entourage?
is Entourage.
He is not Entourage. Because Entourage is
oh, yeah.
General's Regiment.
Yes, yes.
And that is the spider you already killed,
Okay.
and this spider.
Okay. So it's melee only, which relies on, and I don't. Just want to see where you left me a 9-inch spot, you know. Yeah, so I could come in back here. It's tempting. I could. Is there land I could seize? Not super easily. Also
You
got.
could seize that one, although I
This
know he's
one.
got you screened out. The one you were talking over in the corner,
Yeah.
but he's got you screened out from.
Entourage is sorry. This shaman.
That's it.
That's it.
You already killed the other unit. What was normally my prized beast.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do. And how many wounds is he?
16.
6. All right. I don't want to dive on him. I think. No, I'm gonna go after the little guy. Feels like a more sure thing.
I think, because it's really the only slot here,
Yeah.
I think that if you declared him, I'm going to try to drop a manifestation right here. And then make it so you can't.
Yeah.
You could maybe kill him with the cannons, but that's rough.
But if I pick the little guy, you can do the same thing.
I'm not going to spend resources to try to defend this
You don't
guy.
think so? Deny me a battle tactic?
maybe-
Deny a battle tactic though.
Yeah, that is fair. Yes, I could still try to do that.
Because it's melee only.
Yeah.
If I do slay the entourage, do I have to declare? Sorry, not slay the entourage.
Slaying the tyrant. No,
the
you
tyrant.
can kill any hero.
Any hero, but it has to be melee. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Any hero, but it has to be melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Correct. Yeah.
Slay the tyrant. So we've decided on a battle tactic. I was about to do magic. Before I do magic, I'm gonna do Warforger buff on a 3-up. He gets it. +1 save will go on on the knights. On Talia. I'm gonna do it on Talia. And then I'm also gonna do D3 units getting +1 to hit from the Hurricanum. 2 units getting +1 to hit. Give it to Talia and give it to the Cavalier Marshal. And then magic. Oh no, yeah, magic. So I'll do a manifestation from, or I'll start with 3d6 charge from the Warforger. He activated the place of power, so this will be on a 6. Oh wow, he gets it.
Yeah, sure does.
So that will go on. I'll go on the Cavaliers, kind of like that. Talia so kind of likes that. I'm gonna put it on Talia. That empty one, 3d6 charge.
Okay.
And then I'll do a manifestation from the Battle Mage. This will be on an 8. I'll do the Purple Sun. Oh, don't get it off.
All right.
You want to spell me?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to cast the Scuttling Tide. I will have +3, -1, so +2 to this. Goes off on a 6. So many.
Yeah.
I will Scuttle Tide.
Okay, I'm excited. I keep telling you how great the Scuttle Tide is, and I don't think you believe me.
I've used it before.
Yeah, don't believe me.
Ah.
Never used it because this guy's never used the Scuttle Tide.
So I think that your choice of battle tactic was good, because I think that
Yeah.
if I chose to defend this shaman,
Yep.
you still just go after my...
Right, exactly. I've got 3 characters here, 1, 2, 3, that
Yeah.
are all sort of in the danger zone.
Yeah. So,
For some reason, when I was thinking about it, I thought this war party was the character.
No.
I probably would have put 3d6 charge. Are you okay if I move the 3d6 charge over there?
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not gonna do it. I already did it. Never mind.
I mean, I'm fine if you...
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We're good. Let's go into the movement phase.
Oh, do I want to rally anything?
Oh yeah, do you want to rally or do you want to drop any spiders down out of the trees?
That's movement phase.
Okay.
I don't think... If you kill this guy,
Yeah.
he's dead. Rallying him is not the thing that is interesting.
If I kill that guy, he's dead.
Graham, he
It's-
took 3 wounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
counting up.
Thank you.
Been playing too much
Yeah, no, it's fine.
stuff for the mixer.
Of the other game.
We do it this way for our fans, our folks at home.
Yeah, I think that is it for my section of your hero phase.
Okay.
On the move?
Let's do it. I'm gonna move some guys. The Cavalier Marshal, the Warforger is going to order both the Cavaliers and the Cavalier Marshal with extra movement. They're moving 13.
Now Brett is taking the original War Scroll, not the new one. He's not impressed.
Yeah, the new one has me. I mean, I think it's a very different War Scroll. It serves a different purpose. I remember when we first read it, we were like, "Oh, this is amazing! It's just like so good. It solves the one problem that Cavaliers have, which is like if they get stuck in, they can't fight their way out." But the downside is that they don't hit as hard. I think, and they have +1 to hit, which is nice. But they have they lose an attack,
Mm-hmm.
and they lose the charge mortals, which is a giant bummer. I feel like the charge mortals is a big thing
Their charge mortal is 4 up for each one.
for each model. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it becomes a different unit. It becomes a defensive
very
unit
different unit.
instead of a offensive unit, which I actually think is more interesting in your style of list.
Yeah, I think if you want to just have a unit they're almost a screen, right? A durable screen, which if you bring a bunch of shooting is great.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a bad thing.
Use them more like how you used to use the block of dwarves.
Yes, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna move Talia up here. I have to stay 3 away from you. Is that 3 away?
No, that is 2 away.
You can
I
just
guess I'm-
lean her up on the steps or
Guess I'm-
something.
I think you're inside 3 of this guy. That should be good. That's definitely
You know, we
good.
have 3-inch measuring sticks, guys. And like a whole collection of measuring sticks that you guys are allowed to use.
Allowed to use,
I
yeah.
don't know if you...
But
yeah,
there's this other measuring stick right here that is all of them in one device.
I know, but it's...
I must admit, I am still not used to the...
yeah, also not used.
I recognize that they are very, very useful.
Yeah, I actually pretty much only use the sticks. I don't really use a tape measure very often. If I need anything over 12, then I do.
Okay, Talia is not using her order yet. I'm going to the Hurricanum's going to order these Fusiliers with 3 more inches of. Here, I'll use the stick. 3 more inches of movement from the steel helms, and it'll also order the cannon to move.
Wait,
feel
Brett,
like-
out of random curiosity, is that was the Hurricanum?
Yeah.
Is that the range on that order?
No, it was 12, and they were here, so I did it before they moved.
That's fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know it was 12. Remember
wholly
when
within
it started?
12.
It used to be 3, right?
Wholly within 12.
Like last edition, everything was 3 inches. So I'm still like confused about City's last edition.
When you consider a cannon shoots 24, and like cannons should be able to shoot pretty far, yelling 12 inches is really really long.
There's no like box casters or walkie talkies in the game.
Yeah. I mean, range in Citadel games is just bonkers. It doesn't make any. It's best to just not think about it.
Yeah, don't think about it too
in
hard.
real life terms. My guess is that there's some historical game out there that really cares a lot about getting ranges correct on all kinds of things.
And it is not this game.
And it's not this game, and that game is not very fun, and very few people play it, and I bet it just sucks. Wait, I have to be that close to actually hit with bows and arrows? What?
I was gonna say, Zach, if you like the sticks, I'm surprised you don't have like a bunch of the old GW, the plastic like whippy sticks.
The 18-inch sticks. Yeah, well, I don't dislike the 18-inch whippy sticks, but they're not easy to find anymore. They also tend to like warp or like not always be straight.
Yeah, they're not actually a great product.
Yeah.
And then one time we measured one of them or a couple of them up against 18 inches on a tape measure, and it was like 16 and a half inches. Each inch was like,
What?
yeah, it wasn't actually 18 inches. It was freaking wild.
How far does this manifestation move? Again, never get to use it.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
We don't
knows.
use this one very often.
Malevolent Maelstrom, move 8. And can they run?
They can run. They cannot. You can't spend CP on them though.
I see. It doesn't. It does have a melee weapon. And its melee weapon is actually
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You actually
halfway
want to
decent.
get this thing into combat
Wow.
and fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna run. Just gonna move up and charge you, and blow up and kill all my own units. I gotta stay 3 away. Okay. Other movement. I kind of don't want to move these guys. They're gonna stay where they're at. Two. 12. That's okay. Do I care about this order? He will, yeah. So he's gonna order this cannon kill in melee. Okay, cool. He'll order himself with movement, and then also this other cannon.
So these are 3-inch movements
Yeah, that aren't actually movements.
that aren't actually counting as movement.
Okay. Can war machines move through terrain?
Yes.
All right. I can't do that because I need to screen my backfield against your big spiders.
Graham, you have 2, Graham?
Yep. I'm actively holding one, which is
Yeah, it's just Graham's indication that I should not do that. Graham's
Graham has 2 skitter shards.
not so
coming in.
subtle
Yeah.
reminder.
I think
Okay.
no matter what, they're both coming down this turn.
Yeah. Okay. And then I have a second 3-inch move on these guys. So
You know, the skitter shards don't like rappel down from trees
what?
like you might think they do. They actually use like the AOS version of the webway.
Yeah.
Yeah. To travel.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know why specifically they do it, and I think the Ragnarok goblins can do it, I think, or Arachnarok
no.
spiders. I think once you
can't
have
do that.
goblins on it, then I think they can't do it. Is like the lore.
Well, but that's also, I think that's how the Rabble Rouser also deep strikes.
Oh, he uses the web. Okay.
The Rabble Rouser has a very, very similar ability, and I think that it is also. I need to check this now. This is going to bother me.
I thought I could move these guys, but I didn't have an order. So I'm done moving, Graham. Do you want to either drop dudes in or redeploy?
I am going to do.
Oh no, sorry, I've got Callus and Toll.
Right. No, I just looked. Apparently, his is Secret Tunnel. I
comes
thought
up
it was
out
the
of the
same.
ground?
It's a very similar rule, but it's called Secret
Yeah.
Tunnel. He actually just comes. The old rules, they used to be able to take other Spiderfang units with them. Before, I think that was the old Spiderfang battle formation.
Yeah. Well, right. Exactly. That got removed for Chomps.
Yeah.
All right. You are Callus and Toll are here to save Cinderfell. They heard it needed saving, and they have arrived.
Do they do an order as well?
They do, yes. So that happens.
'Cause
I
they,
guess
they
before you do your thing.
they want their 6-inch charge.
They want 6-inch charge instead. They're like, you know, if we had a choice between 6-inch charge and 9-inch charge, we would prefer 6-inch. Okay.
And they order their friends when they do the order.
Yeah, because they're human. So
Right.
they order their friends and then it bounces back to them or vice versa.
Yeah, this is not. What is their damage output?
So against wizards, it's quite good.
Which is most of my units.
Yeah, so are you curious about Callus and Toll or the companion?
Callus and Toll.
So they have shooting attacks, which are 3 attacks per model, 6 attacks total, threes, and 2 against a wizard, 1 damage. But it'll be 2 damage against wizards. And then their melee weapons will be 4 attacks per model, so 8 attacks total, 3s, 4s, then 2 against wizards, 4 damage.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I don't just lose every single unit I have this game. And I don't actually see how I have an army by the end of next turn.
Oh no!
I think I am going to lose a lot this turn in a kind of anticlimactic way. Because there's not space. My hope was to put a spider here to like help defend stuff.
Yeah.
But with the 3-inch order, there's not space for a spider here.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. That's 9. And I have to be outside 9 of that.
He blocks because he moves. Is that right?
Yeah. I don't even know if there's 18 between these. There's 19 between them, which is not enough for my base. So I can't put a spider here. I think I can put one here to try to just keep this guy alive.
Yeah.
So it's a lot harder for...
Make it a little less interesting for charging in.
Yeah. I think that's where one of them needs to go.
And this is your go turn, right? You've got
Yeah.
crit mortals on 5s, so
Yeah.
you're going to hurt me on the fights back. Sure.
Yeah, I really wanted that one over here. But it doesn't fit. So that's them. I have redeploys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could redeploy.
I'm going to. I think it needs to be this spider, but it's awkward because it's like going that way towards the Cavaliers.
Towards the Cavaliers. Yeah. Or just make it so that, because right now the Cavaliers could charge here, pile in 3, and potentially fight him.
The thing is, Callus and Toll, I think, just kill them on their
Yeah.
own.
No, I have
You
fight
have
first
no
here.
fight
No,
first.
these guys have.
Oh,
fight
Cavaliers
first.
have fight first.
Cavaliers
Oh, that's
have
right.
fight
Well,
first.
the Marshal, right, has it?
The Marshal gives the himself
Gives
and the
it to-
Cavaliers fight
yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Callus and Toll have fight next with their
Marshals are how much damage on the charge? 2 damage each, and it's 50 attacks.
These will be 50 attack.
Charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's movement.
All right, shooting phase. Big guy, or the guy on the ogre is gonna go after. I have range to that guy.
Yeah.
From here? I'm gonna super pick on that new spider then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the first the guy in the tower, a Fusel on ogre, into the new spider. He gets 2 hits. No, glimmering. He's gonna reroll a hit, and then 3's to wound. 1 wound. 1.
5 up.
2 damage.
He has 11 left.
Okay, first cannon. Hitting on 3s because he got hit by a Fusel Major. I'm gonna use my veteran cannoneer reroll. Wounding on 2s. 1 wound, rend 2.
6 up.
Nope. D3 plus 2 damage. 4 damage.
Okay.
And then here's the second cannon on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. Rend 2.
6s. Should have all out defended.
Damage.
8.
8 damage.
That kills him.
Man, spiders are falling like spiders.
Yep.
Turns out these cannons pretty good when they can get rerolls and hit on
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Last cannon. He's gonna go at these little spiders. No hits. 1 hit with every roll. It wounds. Rent 2.
Damage.
Goes right through. D3 plus 2 is 5 damage.
There's 1 left on 1.
Care which one?
Technically, it's that guy. It's the sergeant. The
This
guy
guy?
with a pointy forward spear. So
Okay.
take those. Oh, you have a dice.
Nice.
You.
All right. I've got the Fusiliers here. You dropped a spider within range of them. One guy can't see because of the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. One of them is champion. Hitting on 4s. Okay. And Black Powder Squire. Okay. These will wound on 4s.
Pretty good.
That's great. Rend 1. 1 damage.
5s. He takes 5. Yep, takes 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Celestial Hurricanum doesn't have anyone within 12 for shooting attack. The Cavalier Marshal, he's got a pistol. His pistol range is 10 inches. He's gonna shoot at your little spiders. Does the moon? No, I don't have range to the moon. Pistol gets 2 shots. 1 hit. 4. Rend 1. 1 damage.
6 up. Okay.
Okay,
Takes
and
the
then
damage.
Callus and Toll are the last thing we've got with shooting attacks. They have 3 attacks a model. I'm gonna go. I will all out attack here. So these go from 3s to 2s. Ooh.
I needed that.
All right. These are wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. Rend 1 go to 2 because anti-wizard. Rend 2.
6 up.
And then these are 2 damage.
Takes 4.
Okay.
There's a number of spots I was considering all out defending, but I think
Yeah.
I need to save CP.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
I don't know. Like I did roll a lot of 5s, so it maybe would have mattered. But it's
Hindsight's 20.
But it's like I need to. I don't think I can burn all of my CP
Sure.
in your turn if I want to have a chance of coming back.
Yeah.
Which is why I haven't been all out defending.
Right.
I need to all out defend definitely in the combat phase. But
All
Did
right.
you do any you didn't redeploy. Did you?
I did redeploy.
You did.
I rolled a 1.
Rolled a 1. Classic.
I probably
Classic
shouldn't
redeploy.
have because there's like a threat either way. I should have just kept him where he was and then used the all out defense.
I think it was right. Well, I'm classically bad at knowing when to redeploy. I would have redeployed in your shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm done with shooting. Do you want a covering fire?
Nope.
No. Okay. Charging. I will go first with Allison Toll.
Okay. 5.
I get a 5.
Wow, that's really bad redeploy, making them.
Just, yeah, push them in. Great. I'm gonna go next with Toll's Companions.
Yep. This
is
should
a
be a
6.
6.
Nope.
Okay.
I will CP that. My new result.
Alright.
Yeah, can you wrap me around to be on the point? I have enough. Talia will go next. She has 3d6 charge from Speed of the Twin-Tailed Comet, I think it's called. So she's going 10 inches. I can get back there if I want. I could also... I don't think I have quite the range to get over there.
Oh, that looks like an 11.
Yeah, so I'll... can you stick me right in that little hole there?
Yep. Yeah, I had too many spots to redeploy. The other thought was redeploying these guys, which I actually
Screen
think
a
was
little
probably better. But I had a lot of not great options.
The steel helms. Oh, at the end of the movement phase, I wanted to try to consecrate this objective.
Yeah,
Are you okay
that's
if I
fine.
do that? It's on a 3-up. Okay, so that objective is consecrated, and then they're gonna charge in. 11.
I think hindsight is when this guy teleported, he needed to have gone here.
Hmm.
Screen out Callison Toll. So there's potentially a spot between the spiders. This army, I think, struggles against screening Callison Toll. So.
Elite armies generally. Yeah.
Well, and I also have so many wizards that I think that they...
Oh, right. Callison Toll love.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try the manifestation next here into the spiders.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's definitely going to blow up this turn.
Sure is.
And it's going to blow up all over my own guys. So I just want to not be... Well, let me see if I can... I have to end within half an inch.
What's the range?
9 inches.
You want them less on the point?
I want to not get Talia, and I want to not get Tools if I can. It for me. Okay, I think I'm okay here.
Yeah.
Or outside.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
that's
looks
fine.
good.
I'm fine with some steel helms eating it. Okay. Let's do the Cavaliers. They get +1 to charge from the Cavalier Marshal, so they're going 12 inches. Right. getting as many as you can within an inch. Good for.
But you still want to get
Nice.
into this spider.
If I can, yeah. Endurance, but coherency's weird.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? This guy has to also charge for all of these things to go well. So I need to leave a. I forgot about that. Let me right. Let me leave a hole for him.
You'll get less charge mortals. I don't
Yeah.
think you care about it as much into this spider.
Nope, I just need to complete the charge.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit tricky. He's got, I think,
Like
a 10. And I already used my reroll, so sorry, let me just make sure that I'm wholly within 12. In case I fail to charge, I can +1 attack. All right, here we go. So we said it's a 10. I need a 9 on the dice because he gets +1 to charge. No, don't make
All right.
Cool. Charge phase.
I'm gonna have rampages.
In the charge phase.
There, I believe
Fight phase?
this one is fight phase.
Okay.
No, this one is charge phase.
This guy's going to order them with +1 attack, the Cavaliers with +1 attack. And Talia is going to order both herself and the nearby steel helms with +1 attack.
Okay. Is that your end of charge phase?
Yes, I am done with charge phase stuff.
The War Party Rampage. This is choose 3 units. There's only one on a E3 2-up. They take mortal wounds. They do not.
Okay. Fight phase. Fight phase abilities. Talia is going to use her once per game lead from the front ability. So she will give 2 or up to 3 other nearby units +1 to wound and +5 upward. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna. She can't do it on her. I was thinking she could do it on herself, but she can't actually. Not. Do you have any fight phase abilities?
No.
Yeah.
It has fight last against an enemy infantry hero.
Oh, that's right. It has to be an infantry.
It has to be. There's just one too many
right
rider
stipulation.
to
Right, yeah.
his rampage
Yeah.
for it to ever really be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will pick. So the Cavaliers. Let me read the text. I think the Cavalier Marshal needs to charge in order for the Cavaliers to get fight first. If this unit charged, pick a cavalry unit within 12. They get fights first. So I don't have any fights first. I lost the fights first thing.
Do mortal impacts?
Mortal wounds. Yeah, thank you. So I've just got 3 impact mortals. 3 mortal wounds. I think it's within an inch. Let me just double check. Devastating charge. Yeah, pick an enemy unit within 1 inch of it. Roll a dice for each model on this unit that is in combat. Okay, so I get a few more. 2 more, I think. 1 more mortal wound. Okay. All right. Who do I want to fight first? I think I'm going to do Callus and Toll.
Yeah, I think that's the right choice.
So they already used their orders, so they don't get to order them with +1 attack. But I will all-out attack here.
but I will all out defend.
And are we using new all-out attack and all-out defense?
We are not.
We're not. So I don't.
The rules haven't really been shown. They've just kind of been talked about.
Yeah. All right. So 4 attacks with their azurite blades per model. So 8 total. I'm all-out attacking, down to 1 CP. So 3s go to 2s.
I need this to be bad.
It's about as good as you could have asked for.
It's not. It's less than odds. Yeah. And then 4s to wound.
All right.
That's good.
That was really good.
So then these are rend 2 for 4 damage.
Okay, I have 12 wounds left. Rend 2.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5 ups with the all-out defense. I am mega dead.
Yep. Well,
actually, it's exactly dead.
they're 4 wounds each.
4 each.
4 damage.
So I'm mega
each.
dead.
You're... yeah, 3. If 3 went through, you were dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Calison, they have fights next with their companions, but I think it's they have to be close to them. Pick a friendly tools companion unit within combat range. Okay, yeah. So they are not. I don't get fights next with that.
Okay, I'm gonna all-out attack with the web spinner shaman.
Okay, what's your rend there?
Mostly 0 or 1.
Okay.
It's gonna be mortals or what do the business.
Yeah. How much of it is it? More than 50% rend 1?
There's going to be 8 attacks, 4s, 2s, rend 1, 1 damage with no mortals. Those are the legs, and then 4 attacks, 3s, 2s, rend 1, 3 damage. So probably more than 50% of the attacks are rend 1, but a lot of that also just can become mortals.
I'm gonna. Oh yeah, you're right.
I think it's still probably worth all out defending.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, these guys are already pretty good.
I don't expect to kill
Unsaved,
them. I maybe kill a couple. I'm also, you can fight there next.
Yeah. I'm gonna all out defend here.
Okay.
So I'm out of CPs.
Correct, yeah.
Talia is.
Spiderfangs, these are going to be 2s and 2s with the all-out attack, but really I'm looking for 5s and 6s. A single 5.
Okay, that's good.
And a 1. And another 1. So just 1 at rend 1, and then 3 mortals.
So this will save on a 3-up. No.
So it'll be 6 damage.
6 damage. She has a 6-up ward.
Yep.
So she takes 5 damage.
All right.
Yeah, she
Am
has
I monopolizing the...
She currently has +1 save from the Warforger, and she all defended, which is why she has a 3-up save against Rend 1.
Okay, I'm going to do the Spider God Staff. This is the Shaman on top. It's 3 attacks, 4s, 5s, no rend, D3 damage, but it also has crit mortals. Everything missed.
Oh my gosh.
With all out attack you do?
Yep. It's normally 4s.
Got it.
Spider legs will be 3s, 2s with all out attack. But no mortals. Nope. No, okay. Not on the legs. Crit mortals is all done. Use. That many rend 1.
Rend 1. Okay. So these will be 3s up. How much damage?
1.
All right. Wards. 2 more.
And then 8 crooked spears, 4s and 3s and 5s with the all-out attack. They get less crooked spear attacks because they have shaman attacks. 2. Rend.
1 damage?
Yep.
She saves it.
Cool. Your activation next.
Yeah, I'll go next with the Cavaliers.
Yep.
So they'll do some piling in the inward direction. I can't. I have to keep coherency. Cool. I think everyone can get in now. are 3 inches. All right. So I didn't get my draw steal because my Cavalier Marshal didn't charge. But I did get off the order for +1 attack. So I'll have 4 attacks per model. 2,
I have 20 here.
3, 4. Okay.
That's 5 guys.
So 9. Cool. So, and 1 extra for the champion. All right. Looking for 4s to hit.
Pull out misses.
Big thanks, by the way, to Jupiter, Just Jupiter, for gifting a membership. We appreciate it, Jupiter.
Hey, thanks, Jupiter.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Looks good.
Nothing critical. No criticals. And 4s to wound because they are normal humans. They're rend 1, 2 damage.
5s to save. Decent save roll.
Yeah, not bad.
5. So he is on 2.
And then horse hooves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Horse hooves. These are 5s to hit. And 3s to wound. No rend, 1 damage.
I need this to go not like that. He's dead.
No!
You can out by the horses.
Yep.
Okay. Got some spiders left. Riders of spiders.
Yep. I'm going to attack with the Spider Riders. I'm going to do the Fangs first.
Okay. You got a few that can go to Talia.
How many wounds does she have left?
She starts at 15. So she'd have, in which case she'd have 8. Yeah, she starts at 15.
I think I can only get 4 into her. The rest get into the Seal Helms. So 4 into her is 16. No, 2, 8. So these are
For the crits.
efficient for the crits. These are the Fangs. I'm looking for it's 4-ups, but I'm really looking for 5s for the crits.
You got 3 of them.
Oh, there was 1 for it. Pulled out because I was only looking at 5s, and it does win. So 1, no rend.
Okay, 3-up save.
You're good.
And how many are the damage?
1 each.
1 each. So I've got 3 more mortals. I've got a 6-up ward. Oh wow, that's weird. She takes 2 of them.
Okay. And then the goblins on top. 4s and 5s. Just 1. No rend.
Save.
Okay. And then the rest are going into the Steel Helms.
Into the steel helms. Yeah.
It will be 16 Spiderfangs. Looking for 5s and
Very nice.
5 looks like.
Yeah.
They're 4s. More. No rend.
1. And then these are all 1 damage?
Yeah. So it'll be 6 damage.
I don't have a ward. It's just dead.
And then the guys on top. 4s and 5s. Rend.
Yep.
5s. Just 1.
1. Looking for a 4. Makes it. Okay. So I think all I've got left. Oh no, I've got Toll's companions over there.
Yep.
That guy's 1 wound left?
He has
He has
1
one
wound
wound
left.
I better pull him.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to pull
Just
him.
call him. They have 4 attacks a model, yeah.
Yeah.
And our anti-wizard.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard. Okay,
Oh, I have the moon.
let me activate the...
I mean, next activation
Actually-
would have mattered, because I would have fought with...
Oh, you're right. Does this guy immediately explode? Because you just, like, 6 models just died. I think he might just immediately.
Okay.
I think it's end of turn.
Let's see. End of any turn. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Moon.
Yeah, so you can fight me with the moon.
Yep. It's 1 attack. It's on a 4. Moon's on a 3.
Who's the moon attacking?
Into
Talia.
it does moon, no rend.
Okay, looking for 3 up. No, how much damage?
D3.
D3 damage. 3
3
damage.
What? That was
Oh.
going so well for Graham. And
Yeah.
Yep.
whoever hits with the moon and does 3 damage.
And does 3
gets
damage.
through a 3-up save too. Wow.
1 attack. Oh, I also have the spider. The
Oh, yeah.
those spiders.
Why
But
don't
it's
I
your
activate
activation next.
Yeah. I'll go next with Talia before she gets bracketed. She might be bracketed, honestly.
At 10, she's almost certainly bracketed. That's usually the number. If she brackets.
Yeah, 10 or more.
Yeah.
10 or more. So now she's bracketed. All right. What is it? Her jaws on her mount go down to 2 attacks. Okay, so Talia up top has 6 attacks. She has +1 attack from the order. She orders herself with +1 attack. So 7 attacks. She has +1 to hit from the Celestial Arcanum.
Okay.
Your
And -1
shaman
to hit.
is -1 to hit because he's slippery.
He's clammy.
Clammy. Okay. So hitting +1, -1, hitting on 3s with weapons of office.
Good hit roll.
No, nothing crit on these. They are wounding on 4s. 2, 3. Odds. These are rend 1, 2 damage.
5s. 2 damage each, so I take 4.
The jaws go down to 2 attacks because of bracketed. So hitting on 3s, because the +1 to hit from the Celestial Huracanum doesn't apply to companion weapons. So these fail. And then the Stinger gets 2 attacks. 1 hit and wounds on a 2. This is rend 3 for D3 +3 damage.
Okay.
You have a 4-up save?
Nope. Or yeah, I have a 4-up save, so no save.
It goes right through?
Yep.
D3 +3, so 5 damage.
Okay. Taken 9.
Okay.
I'll fight with the Scuttling Tide.
Yep.
We scuttle at you. 8 attacks, 4s, no rend, 1 damage, crit mortals. But I don't believe I get the effect of the moon.
No.
I didn't roll any 5s anyway, so just 1 mortal.
1 mortal. 6 up ward. Yep. Okay, then I've got some human infantry. They're going to attack that manifestation.
Okay.
They have 2 attacks base, but +1 attack from the order. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everything will go into the moon.
All right.
These are 4s to hit. And 4s
Really good hit roll.
4s to win.
Got 6 wounds. Rend?
Could do it. No rend. 1 damage.
6-up save. I save 1. And I have a 6-up ward.
An award, yeah.
I believe 6-up ward.
Mhm.
Fuck. Okay, I'm live on 1.
Live on 1. Okay. All right.
Did the bomb fight?
No. The bomb has not fought. You're right. Bomb's about to bomb it up. Or something. What does it do? It has 2d6 attacks. 2 attacks.
Good job. Showing
Hits
off
on
that stuff.
2s. Wounds on 3s.
Where's-
1 wound, no rend.
5 up. You do kill a spider.
Is it just 1 damage?
It has crit 1 damage, has crit 2 hits, which I might have rolled a 6 and forgotten about.
There was already a wound on the spider, though. I forgot
Okay.
what from, but there was a wound on the spider.
That
Okay.
thing's got to explode now.
Yeah.
It's end of the turn. Yeah, he instantly goes up to many points of maelstrom manifestation points. And what does he do? Let's find out. He explodes. Pick each unit, friendly and enemy, within 9 inches to be the targets. Roll a dice for each target on a 2-up. Inflict that amount of mortal damage on the target.
That's it.
Okay.
Nice and simple. This is hitting the Cavalier. The Steel Helms,
Yeah.
the Spider Riders, and the Moon, I
The
believe.
Cavalier Marshal. Yeah.
And the Cavalier Marshal. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Okay. So I'll roll for your guys. So here's the Moon. Moon takes 5 mortals.
Okay.
Spider Riders take 2 mortals.
So I lose a rider of spider. Probably should pull, so. Appearance, the moon dies.
Okay. And then you can roll for my dudes.
The steel helms take 2,
Okay.
and the marshal takes 3.
Interesting. Okay, we can score this up. How'd you do, Brett? You slayed the tyrant.
Yeah, I definitely slayed a tyrant. Several, in fact. And I have 1, 2, 3 objectives against Graham's 1. So I do have, it looks like a 10-point turn.
Okay. I mean, I think it's worth asking, just checking in with Graham. How are you feeling, Graham?
I'm not feeling great.
Okay.
There is still the I'm not 100% out.
Okay.
It's rough, but this spider can get into your squishies,
Yep.
And Talia can be taken care of.
and
Talia's-
Talia will probably die.
It
on the
is.
back
It
foot.
is funny because if you look at it like that, and then you look at what Brett has left on the table after, he has a lot of slow-moving, shooty things.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the problem, I think, that what might have helped and kept you in the game a little bit more, I'd be feeling like, oh, it's not bad at all, is if one of your spiders over there had maybe been able to munch on like
One of
3 or 4 Cavaliers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just dwindle them down a little bit, right? Because they're now the scary thing in the game, I
The
think.
Cavaliers, Callus and Toll, also kind of scary.
Callus and Toll are, but they're slow and they're all the
They're
way in that
slow.
corner.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what Graham's
You
got
want to
up
play
his
one more
sleeve.
turn?
Yeah, at least one more turn.
Okay,
let's see.
I would have also been feeling a lot better if I still had this spider.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, any one big spider
Yeah.
is also...
I needed one of them to spike saves,
you've
and they
got-
all kind of just barely died.
Yep.
And you've got, you can bring back little spiders, but none of your little spider units have died yet.
They also have to be outside of 9 of you, which
Oh.
are blocking my moonshine.
And they have to come in near the moonshine?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I've been unintentionally mucking up your plans.
But Brett's out of CP here, so
out of CP.
we'll see what Graham...
Oh, and it's not even a roll-off. It's just your turn.
it is
Experience
just my
Okay,
turn. You
cool.
don't get to go again.
I was like, oh, let's do a roll-off, and
Graham,
we'll see if I can
also,
double...
you might set yourself up for a double,
double turn,
with
yeah.
with a battle tactic here.
I do need to think of a battle tactic.
Oh, right. If the points differential is more than 6, then he still gets a battle tactic. Right?
This is your warlord,
Correct.
She is my warlord.
and she has
yeah.
4 wounds left.
4 wounds left.
There's no shenanigans you can do to try to get out there with her.
I mean, if you run away with everything, I can rally her.
Okay.
Maybe. But
You
like,
can't no teleports.
He can't,
or anything.
he can't do that. He can't run away in the hero phase or rally in the
no.
movie.
I can run away in the hero phase.
Oh,
that's my
right.
unlimited spell.
That's right. You
Yeah,
actually
so
could,
if you
I
do that-
could run away in my hero
If you
phase.
do that, I will rally her,
rally
yeah.
for some reason.
So I'm gonna slay the entourage. I'm gonna kill her.
Okay.
I think is the goal. I have 1 cast. I'm gonna place of power. I get it.
Risky place of power, by the way.
He's got more than 3 wounds left.
Okay.
do I want to place a power?
I
How many
think,
wounds does he have left?
7.
Brad also does. Thank you, Brad. By the way, Brad points out You just need to be outside of 3 of Brett when you bring spiders back.
Oh, it is
nice.
just outside 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Well, I don't have any CP. What am I thinking?
Okay.
I don't have any CP.
We
I
could have
can't.
gone through that a little
can't
quicker
wizard.
if I had thought to remind you.
I think I want to bring down the mushroom.
Mushrooms can be nasty.
Just to try to guarantee this kill. Oh, it would just be 1 mortal.
It's a horde clearer.
Yeah, it's a horde clear.
It's not, I mean, but it's cute if you want to start thinking about it as cavaliers.
Yeah, but it's
far.
nowhere near the Cavaliers.
The cool thing about the mushroom is it shoots in every shooting phase.
Does shoot in every shooting.
Yeah.
Phase. I don't know what spell to cast here. Do I just not cast something so that I don't die to?
Well, I don't
miscast?
have CP to rally. So if you wanted to fall back here, you wouldn't be giving me a rally by.
I need to kill her though.
All right, but you could fall back and then. Oh no, we decided you can't fall back. And
Yeah, I don't think that I can fall back and charge.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a question. What's the range that the mushroom comes in?
That is an excellent question. Mushroom. 12.
12. And then its shooting range is 6?
Yeah.
Okay. I bring it up because, I mean, it's never too late to start working on other things, but...
The Cavaliers.
Maybe it's
the
still...
weird thing about its shooting is it cares about how many models are in range.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
So it's like, if it's barely in range, it kind of doesn't really matter.
When you're in the thick of a big scrum.
Not an 8. I have the spell for half your shooting range, which might be cute. +2 move doesn't matter.
What is this? Oh, that was the.
That was my
That
manifestation.
was the moon. Yeah.
I could bring in the moon. I don't really need it though, because I'm going to be in my this turn and next turn. I'm still in my phases. I think I am just going to bring in the mushroom to maybe do a mortal wound. Hell yeah.
Okay.
The moon or no, mushroom goes off on a 6. That is a 12.
Okay. I have deny range, but I'm not gonna get you with a 13.
+3 to cast. Pretty good.
Yep. Oh, hi, moon.
Mushroom.
I mean, mushroom. Hi, mushroom.
There's an argument maybe to have fallen these guys back to screened, but that's fine.
I mean, you can bring 3 new ones into screen.
I don't have any that are dead.
None have died yet.
Oh, right.
I might actually charge that guy into Cavaliers to have him die.
You just need to save a CP is the thing.
Yeah, I need to save a CP.
Yeah.
Which I also kind of really want all-out attack to guarantee that Talia dies.
Right.
This is a problem that I always have with the shrine. Any hero phase stuff you would like to do?
I don't have CP.
Okay. I will just do my turn then.
Well, folks
good.
at home, thank you for being here with us on a Saturday. We do have a poll. What city vibe does Brett give off? Miami's winning, which is weird. I wouldn't have thought Brett was like a Miami guy. That would be like a flat. He did recently. By recently, I mean probably like a year ago. Acquire a flower shirt. A floral button-down shirt.
Oh yeah.
That he looks quite fetching in, and it is very Miami.
This is a
vibes.
Miami vibe.
Yeah. But I'll end the poll. Portland came in second. Brett actually lived in Portland for a while.
Is this the shirt you're thinking of for the Barbie movie?
Yeah, it was when we went to see the Barbie movie. Yeah, but then didn't it actually, at the request of Leah, make it into your regular semi
It wasn't even at the request of Leah. I was like, oh, I kind of like this shirt.
It was like a actually decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't worn it to work yet. I started a new job recently.
Yeah.
I feel like wearing the shirt you bought specifically for the Barbie movie to work is
But nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that, but it's like a thing that you don't do. I don't know. Maybe you don't do that the first month or two.
But you've been at this new job for like almost a year.
6 months. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. It's like it's time.
It's time to.
I rolled a good run, but I actually don't think I want to run. I need to shoot.
Okay.
They can all shoot Talia. I have moved. I don't have
Nice.
many models left.
Okay.
Shooting
Okay.
that single spider rider.
Yep.
Gonna shoot the cannon because he's angry.
Kapow!
4s and 5s. 1.
Any rend?
Nope.
No.
1 damage.
Ow.
Eventually, I'll kill that cannon.
A stick. A stick just hit one of them.
The mushroom's gonna shoot. It'll get 2 attacks against the little guys.
Okay.
On 5-ups, they take immortal. No. Talia on a 5-up takes immortal. No.
But if you think about this thing, kind of in the right situation, very terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. These spider riders
Okay.
are going to shoot at Talia. It'll be 4s and 5s.
Okay.
Good hit roll, above average.
Yeah. Good. Very nice.
And
Got
2.
a couple.
No run.
Any rend?
Nope.
Looking for 3s. Takes a wound. Ward save. Nope.
She has 3 left. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. The charge phase.
Okay.
I'm gonna charge with the big spider.
Okay.
6.
Graham, you didn't want to move the Scuttle Tide. Oh, the Scuttle Tide's in combat.
Scuttle Tide is in combat.
Yep. It's doing what it's doing.
6. Forest. Do you have any charge abilities? Charge phase abilities?
Only if Talia gets charged by a monster. That's a fight phase ability.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to order now some people. I forgot to put my order tokens out, but I've got some orders I can use.
Are there once per turn you order?
Once per turn. I don't think it'll matter, but I'm going to give this cannon fights last in a 5-up ward. From here, and then Talia is not. She's going to order the steel helms with fights last and a ward save, but not herself.
Okay.
Yeah.
The rampage from start a fight phase, the rampage from the naked spider, a 3-up, it gets to do its scuttle thing. It does. It gets to move 2d6. It'll move 10, so I'm going to take that objective from you.
And it's nice that you roll a 10. I actually don't love this ability because the spider base is very too big to.
Yeah.
It really, honestly, it's funny. I'm like, it needs to be 3d6, but I know it sounds insane. It almost needs to be like 4d6 to really be like,
Yeah.
able to actually like have a decent chance of clearing stuff.
Yep.
This one particular situation, this worked out great for Graham, but
It's kind of like if you get a small roll, you do some mortal wounds. Because they'll take D3 mortal wounds. The infantry, they'll take 3.
Okay.
It has to be to infantry. And it's really like, it's really just to do a couple mortal wounds.
right.
And then if you roll high, you maybe do a cute thing where you take an objective.
Which you did.
Which I did. Which actually might make it so I can't really do a double turn. That maybe is a mistake.
What do you mean?
Because I won't be down by 6
You
points.
won't be down by enough? Well, you'll still be able to double turn. You just won't be able to get.
No, you're not going to get a 10-point turn,
Double
are
turn.
you?
I am going to get a 10-point turn.
Oh, because you took that little objective too.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
If I had redeploy, I could. If I had CP to redeploy, I could hop on here. But
Yeah, I mean, there's an
Sure
argument
don't.
I should have maybe charged him off so I could bring him back.
no, I think.
But
Well,
Did
points
he
are
run?
points, but it's maybe I'm denying myself points by doing too well this turn.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, you don't have to tag that objective if you don't want.
Yeah, I guess it's... I think it's more interesting actually if that guy is dead. The little goblin rider,
Well,
so I
charge
can
him
use
off.
the CP.
Charge him off then.
This is a fight phase, so I'd have to know.
Oh,
I would have
see.
to know.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's maybe. Oh, there's dudes there. I'll pile him off when he fights. That's what I'll do. I'm gonna fight first with this goblin shaman.
Okay.
Spiderfangs.
I have no CP.
I will all out attack to make sure that you die.
I mean, you just need 1, 5, or 6, really.
Yeah.
I
She's got
Okay,
3
I'm
wounds.
gonna save the CP.
oh man, I regret this now. Grant's gonna blame me.
Look, 6 mortal wounds.
She's dead. Or no, I guess
You got a ward. These 2 did actually hit too.
all 6s. No,
She's dead. Okay. The other thing I would have done too, actually, before you completely like piled in.
Get a
slightly away
further
from her.
away.
Yep.
Okay, Brett's go.
Yep.
Okay. Where do I fight next?
It's just got to be the Fusiliers. Everything else is fault last. Huh.
Cannon. All right. Fusiliers going in. Is this 5 wounds on this guy?
It's 5 wounds on that guy. You make it so I have to stay on the point?
I don't think he can.
No, you can. You can think. All right. I have 7 guys. I want to prove the champion. Let's hit. Hitting on 4s. On 4s. 1 wound. No rend.
Well, I take it.
Got stabbed with a bayonet. Where would you like to activate next?
I'll activate there because I think I have the rest of the fights until you do fights last.
Okay.
I weirdly have no units to bring back, so that CP is not actually helpful. So I think it will be all-out attack on the naked spider. I will pile off in case I get double turn. I'm gonna go into the Fusilier.
Okay. I like it.
Actually, how many wounds does the cannon have?
8.
I'm gonna go into the cannon.
Okay.
So the fangs looking for 5s. I did all-out attacks. It'll be 2s. And 2s. 4 or 3 rend 1 and then 3 mortals.
Okay, these ignore the first point of rend, so those all save. But I do take. Oh no, I have a 5 upward from the.
Didn't you fail that on that objective?
It's in order.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's the order.
yeah,
it's the
it's
order.
wise-
I was like, I don't think forgot you had that ability, but like I've learned that people have weird abilities, and I always forget. So I just like randomly throw out that order to things
Yeah.
that are near combat, in case
that's
something
fair.
happens. And in this one weird case, it mattered.
Okay.
So I take 2 damage.
I think though, with you saving them all, I don't kill you like, ever. Legs will be 3s from the all-out attack. That was a spectacularly bad roll. And 2s. Rend 1.
And 1. Looking for 4s here.
1 damage.
1 damage. So I take 2 more. Or no, but I have wards. I take 1 more. Yeah, and everything else is fought last, so roll your spider riders.
Think that they all get in. That guy's doing. All but this guy, so it's
Okay.
gonna be 6,
Does
7.
the mushroom fight in combat?
Yes, I expect you to be dead though.
I don't think the mushroom. I don't think it has combat attacks. I
I
think
will
it
look.
just sits there and shoots.
In a second. Spiderfangs,
Okay.
looking for mortals.
1, 2, many.
Many.
Here, let me pull out the mortals. You have a 5 upward.
I don't think there was any actual hits. So.
Nope, they're dead.
Okay.
Here you go, Graham. You're getting all your mortals.
Yeah. If only I had an army left.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if you double turn,
Yeah.
I think you're back in the game.
Yeah, I think if I get a double, it's
You'll be pestered and having to deal with free guild cav management for the rest of the game at this point. That's the problem. But
I have a cannon left to fight. 1 hit. No wound. And that's it.
okay, now there is an end of round underdog mechanic here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have an idea. Okay, no. Let me. Sorry,
So
I'm
you
gonna
want to tag
take
it and then
this,
pull an objective.
and I'm gonna
Brad.
burn that objective. That's
Okay.
what I do.
Yeah, because Graham doesn't want to have to go over on that side of the board.
So underdog mechanic, this one's gone.
Yeah.
Very clever.
And then I will hold 2, but not more.
No,
Okay.
sorry. The burning happens after points are scored.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's what the rule says.
If it's after points are scored, then I would stay off.
It says from the second battle round, at the end of their turn after scoring victory points, the underdog can pick an objective. and
Good
burn
call.
it.
So I would stay off and then burn it.
Okay. You are still going to burn this one?
Yeah.
So that
Roll off.
wait.
So you-
Okay, so
you
that
only
gives
have
you
one. You only get one. If you only get full
If-
one.
We are scoring
No, he
before
scores
burning,
first.
then I
Oh, I
hold
see.
1, 2. That's
1,
why I asked the order.
Yeah.
Okay, so primary Graham gets
4.
4. Battle tactic 4.
Yep.
So this is a big roll. This roll might decide a lot.
You intentionally went down by 6.
So that if I double turn
So
you,
if
I
you
get a battle tactic.
Double turn me, you'll still be able to score a battle technique.
I will roll
Right.
black.
All right. Go first. Destruction gets a
It's
2.
not great.
That's not.
Order gets a 4.
Okay.
So no double turn.
Yep.
I need to choose a battle tactic. I can. There aren't two. I'm not gonna like take 2 from you. So 2 flanks is not interesting. Taking land actually is probably.
You have it.
I already have it. I need to leave a unit over there, but I don't think Calcium and Toll can get away from it. So yeah, let's do seize land.
All right.
Take their land. Take their
Okay.
land.
Take their land. It is.
Yep. And you're gonna get 5. Yeah, 5 command points because
Yep.
you're an underdog. Get 4. Let's do some place of powery things.
Oh, I forgot my spider bites. I have
You wanna
spider
do-
bites at
yeah,
end
okay,
of turn.
Go for it. Go for it.
On a
Who are you going
D3,
after?
I'll go to the Fusiliers. 'Cause I
Yeah, they
didn't
don't
do
have a
enough
ward.
damage. So nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been D3 on a 2-up. You get how many mortal wounds?
Bitten. Okay, place of power here with the Warforger. I get it.
Place of power for my spider. I do.
Also get it. The Warforger has to pick a unit for his armor save buff. He'll pick the Ogre. Yes. Or the cannon. He could pick the cannon over here. Now he'll pick the Ogre. 3 up. The Ogre gets an extra pip to save. He does not. Let's do Hurricanum.
Brett, good sportsmanship and continuing to take the Alchemite Warforger. I feel like he gives you the save maybe about once a game. Every time I've seen you use him in a game, it's just like he rarely gets that ability off.
To be fair, against this army, I don't think it really matters. So much of my damage output just comes
It's
from
mortals. It's sort of like
Yeah.
That
I mean, that said, the spider bites are actually scary weapons.
yeah.
When they don't, you like when I was playing them, I'd roll and I wouldn't get very many mortals. I'd be like, and then I'd realize like, well, 4 saves and -1, each one's 3 damage. It's still scary.
Yeah.
I think the +1 save, like save stacking, is still really strong in the game. There's a reason they're trying to limit it.
Yeah.
So I think it's like it's still really good. Even though, and I think the way to do it, if you want to lean into it, is to bring 2.
Yeah.
But isn't it a once per game ability or
No,
once per
Sure
turn?
not.
Oh, wow.
Sure is not. You can roll 1, see if you get it off. If you
Try that one.
don't,
Nice.
roll it another
Okay.
one on the same unit. Yeah. Cool. Let's do. I did. So the Celestial Hurricanum got 3 units for +1 to hit. I gave it to the Cannon, Fusiliers, and the Fusilier Major.
We're into Grinnin now, by the way. So this is my last turn of 5-up mortals.
Okay, and how many wounds does the guy over there have?
He has taken 9, so he has 7 left.
7.
Till I rally.
Until you rally. Oh, speaking of which, I will rally. I'm gonna rally the Cavalier Marshal back to full. Casting spells. I'm going to. Are they within combat range of each other?
I don't. No.
Okay.
The Scuttle Tide is.
Oh, is this? Oh, I see. No, that's all right. I'll do 3d6 charge on the ogre, maybe. It would be -1 to hit. Yeah, I'll do Cinder Cloud on these Spider Riders. Goes off.
You get it.
You can't. Cinder Cloud. All right, and then I'll do 3d6 charge, speed of the twin-tailed comet. Get it with a 9. Gonna try to block that.
I will. I will not.
So that's going on the ogre. He's going in. The ogre's mad. Okay. Let's do some. Do you wanna do any magicking?
Yeah, I'm going to rally my warlord. Spider shaman.
Okay.
Throwing dice. He gets 4 back.
Not bad.
Very nice.
With that, you'll have 11 left. And I want to cast something, I think. The retreat doesn't help. The +2 move doesn't help.
Sorry, I have a question about the retreat spell.
Yep.
Is it they have to be in combat to be effective?
I just looked up the retreat core action,
Yeah.
which says that they must be in combat. I had that exact same question.
Because the spell is not they just get to move. It says specifically it's the retreat.
They may use the retreat action.
Oh, that's not that,
Weird.
It's not a
it's
free.
weird.
It's not really a hero phase move. It's a hero phase retreat.
It's a hero phase retreat, which is
And you can't charge after doing that, so it's not retreat and charge. It's retreat and move.
It's something
you
to
want
think
it.
about in the future. There's going to be cases as a Gloomspite player where you almost don't want to kill things.
Yeah.
So that you can retreat. Yeah.
Okay.
sorry, I'm still thinking.
Casting.
I could bring in the moon. I could bring in the +1 to cast. I'm thinking about just putting something here to make it harder for you to charge me.
Okay.
They have shooting attacks.
No, but Callison told you
What's their range?
12 inches.
Yeah, so they're not shooting with. So I'm going to attempt to bring in the
Cauldron.
cauldron, actually, which is a 6. That is a 7. I have
Okay.
+3, -1. Okay. And I'm down to 3 CP.
All right.
Okay.
Movement phase.
Yep.
Go. All right. The ogre is going to order himself, and the Hurricanum's going to order both the ogre and the cannon to move. The ogre is going to move normally 5 inches. He's going to move a total of 8.
6. Or do go with insect. Not insect.
Oh, but you get to shoot me in both turns.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
But
not very interesting against characters.
Right.
Oh, got it.
It also does not have a melee profile.
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't move either. So you can come within combat range of
Mhm.
it and all that jazz.
Okay. Over here, we're going to um, 5. Actually, I'm going to order both them and the companions with an extra 3 of them. Well, um, and it happens in the shooting phase, presumably after I've shot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 10 inches. He's going to order himself and these other guys. He doesn't have range. So you guys just need to get back in the game.
I mean, they're fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna, charge spiders this turn.
Right. Work on spiders.
Spider riders.
Spider riders. What else needs to move? These guys are in combat. They're going to stay there. Arcanum moves 10. Mostly, I want to kill this guy. He has 6 wounds on him.
So he has 9 left. 9 left?
No,
less
he's
than
only
that.
has
7 left.
13. Yeah.
7 left.
7 left.
How does math work?
So the Hurricanum's going to try to blast something with his 12-inch range ability this turn. I could do your shaman in the back, or I could try to go here. I think I'm going to go at the guy in the back because I don't have a great way to get it this turn.
Yeah.
So I'll order with extra movement. I'll go 13 inches. And that puts me within 12, yep. And then he'll also order this guy with 3 inches extra movement.
From who?
So it was this ogre, ordered this guy, and this guy. All right. That is movement. Well, what do I want to do with you?
Lapis Spider Rider.
Yeah. Oh, do I have 24 here? All right, I'm going to order the cannon with 3 inches movement from the Warforger. I don't think I have 20. Yeah, I don't have 24. But all right, if it matters, he'll move himself 8 inches. Okay, cool. That's it for my movement. Do you want to do any redeploy things?
Yeah, I'm going to redeploy the Spider Riders in the middle.
Okay.
6. I like that.
This is a 3-inch charge currently, presumably going potentially to a 9-inch.
Hopefully.
If you have you probably have the space, but there's also Toll's companions here on the side.
I'm less worried about just Toll's companions.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Toll's companions are fine to fighting.
They're fine. It's more like they're a nice little bonus when added with those two. Yeah.
yeah, I think it becomes a 9. Needed that. I need these Spider Riders to be alive next turn.
Okay. let's start with the Celestial Huracanum into your Shaman. It is battle round 3, right?
It is battle round 3.
So we're rolling 3d3 mortal damage on the guy in the back. So that's 5 mortal wounds.
Now, my understanding is there's one thing that does have to happen. Like, I think this either happens on a 2-up or a 3-up first.
I don't think so.
No, okay.
Pick a visible enemy unit. Make a number of D3. Oh, for each 2+ inflict
That's
an
what
amount
it
of mortal damage. Okay, so it's just 4.
That was 4. Okay. Yeah, it was that. Oh, it used to be
The
like,
Luminar caster rolled a hit.
the Luminar has to just roll, hit, roll. Okay.
So 4 damage. Cool.
Yeah. Yep. You have undone my rally.
Ogre is going to shoot.
And that thing gets scary. In turn 5, it's 5d3.
5d3.
Yeah.
Ogre is going to shoot at your character, your shaman on spider. He's glimmering, so he will hit twice.
All right.
Oh no, you're -1 to hit, right?
I have -1 hit. Yeah.
So he doesn't hit at all.
Okay.
But he targeted you. That's a thing. The cannon will go next into your shaman on spider. 2 shots. +1, -1, so those will hit.
Yep.
2's to wound. 2 wounds, rend.
Oh,
2.
I was gonna auto defend here. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
5s. Kill them both. I think he's just dead.
D3. Oh yeah, definitely. That's 10 damage.
Oof.
Yep. No more space for spiders on the side table.
Here, just hand it to me.
The dead spider pile is too big.
Yep.
All right.
That also gets rid of manifestations
Oh, nice.
because they all came from him.
The dwarf cannon over here is gonna unload grape shot into this one little spider that's left. I'll reroll because you can. Veteran. Oh, look at that.
It was gosh
One
awful,
wound
but it
at
is
rend
enough
1.
to kill a spider.
All right, a 6. He's dead.
And you probably wanted me to do. Probably should have kept him alive.
I don't. Depending on how the rest of this goes, we probably.
You probably just
This
call
may
it.
be it. This
Yeah.
may be it. Yeah.
All right, these Fusiliers have a shooting combat ability. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not as good as their other one. But I do have a black powder squire. Ha! And then force to wound. 1 wound and 1 damage.
5.
Okay. Toll's companion or Callus and Toll have. Okay. Pistol from the dragoon. Hit twice, wounds twice, rend 1 damage.
6s. You kill one.
The charge even
Make the
harder.
charge longer.
All right. That's it for my shooting phase. Do you want to
No.
covering fire? Okay. Charging. I'm gonna start with the ogre. Or no, sorry. Who has the shortest charge?
I think the marshal.
Marshall.
Is that a?
Companions are 5.
He's a 6.
But he has +1 to charge, so it's kind of
He might be a 7. It's hard to tell if it's in the half. Oh, it's a 6.
okay. So let's do Toll's companions. Sorry, what? Toll's companions get 7. Yeah, so they're in. And the marshal gets +1 to charge.
You want to make room for them? They charge.
I just want one of them to get in,
Okay.
which is fine. And then who is next lowest between Cavaliers? So the Cavaliers are at 10.
Also a 10 because he's outside.
All right, but
9
he's
and a
rolling
half.
3d6, so I'll roll him next.
Easy.
He's in. And then the Cavaliers, I think they have to be within 12 of the Cavalier Marshal to get +1 to charge, so I don't think they get +1 to charge. But I'll roll their charge anyway. Cool. That's it for my charging. Would you like to countercharge?
No, I don't have the CP. It's 2, isn't it?
Okay.
It's
These
two,
guys have -2. Cinderclap. All right. Activating Gold's Companions first.
Okay.
Or tax a model. The Cavalier Marshal will order them with +1 attack, I think. Let me make sure they have, I think they have 4 attacks a model. So there's 4 of them. 4 extra attacks. Order goes away. I have +1 attack. And then these will hit on. I want to all out attack here.
I should probably all out defense.
Okay.
I haven't had a CP for my turn, but I very likely don't have an army on my turn.
So these will go to hitting on 2s.
Yep.
And wounding on 4s. Okay. So rend 1 damage.
6. Oh, good. Oh, 5s actually
5s,
with the.
yeah.
That's actually really good. I lose 2.
Okay. Yeah, where would you like to act?
Not gonna be able to pull you out. Way. I will activate them next.
Yeah.
Who is softer between the Marshal and the?
They're both 3-up armor. The Marshal didn't fortify this turn because he moved. They both the Cavalier Marshal will just has 7 wounds, and the Fusel Major has 8 wounds.
Okay, so I'll go into the Marshal.
Cavalier Marshal's slightly.
4s and 4s, but really I'm looking for the 5-up mortals. That is 6 mortals. And 1 hit. Doesn't wound.
Okay, well he just takes 6 damage.
Then...
No, Graham, remember, you actually are mindful to hit here from Cinderclap.
Oh, well then... Right. Wouldn't have...
Didn't matter.
The mortals don't
I was
matter.
keeping an eye on it. Didn't matter there.
It will matter for this because this will be 5s and 5s for the guys on top. I get Sergeant, so I have +1. That's also really good.
Wow. Okay.
But you gotta do that again.
Yeah.
But I got to do that again.
5s to wounds. Yep.
I kind of did that
You
again.
kind of did it again.
Yeah. All right, so these are no rend.
Nope.
3-up save. He
Right.
makes it. All right.
All of that for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you did 6 wounds to him. I guess he doesn't degrade or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham has an asset issue in this game, which
Yes.
is that he's just losing too much compared to you.
All right. Yeah. You've activated there, so I'll go over here. I'll do the Cavaliers first, or sorry, the Fusiliers for 7 plus a champion. They have +1 to hit from the Huracanum, so they're hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s. That was great. No rend.
4s. I take 3. Does the cannon still have a ward?
No, it doesn't. It lost.
Go into the cannon.
Okay.
Spiderfangs.
Bam!
Nope, he's
9
dead.
more?
9 mortals.
Okay, he's dead.
When it works, he works.
And the rest of the activations are yours.
Okay. The Cavalier Marshal. Melee weapons. So he has 5 attacks. He has +1 to hit from the Huracanum. So He'll hit on 2s. Wounding on 4s. 'Cause he's a human. 3 wounds.
Rend?
Rend 1, 2 damage.
So this will be 5s because they still have all out defense. You kill another spider. I'm rolling hot now. A little late. But that's okay.
Actually, this is weird. I'm looking at the draw steel enhancement that he took. If this unit charged this turn, pick a friendly Cities of Sigmar human unit that charged this turn and wholly within 12 to be the target. Add 1 to the attack's characteristic of the target's melee weapon. Okay, so I guess
You'll give it to them.
it's within 12, so he'll give it to the Fusel Major.
Okay.
All right, so then the Fusel Major will go next.
Yeah, I think it's a really good trait.
It basically stacks with the +1 attack
Right.
order.
And it's awesome on the Fusel Major because he's charging so much and
Yeah.
has
Right.
the range.
So 4 attacks, +1 from draw steel. Normally the Warhulk's mace hits on 4s, but because of the Huracanum, it goes to 3s. He has no crit anything, but he wounds on 2s.
Okay.
So these are Rend 2 for 2 damage.
6s. Okay, 2 more die.
Do we
Okay.
do it?
Yeah.
I think that's an 8-point turn for you.
Okay, so
What
let's
was my battle? Oh, I took land.
Took land.
yeah. So let's see here. We score up Brett. He does get hold 1, hold 2, and he has held land. Let's take a look at the top town. Graham, as always, it is, of course, is your call as the player. How are you feeling?
I weirdly think I can get the score actually kind of close.
I feel
Let's do
like
it.
I feel like the only thing that really happened that made it unlikely maybe is the shaman dying.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a bummer. But do you want to take your turn? You want to see where it goes?
I think my
Okay.
turn will be very fast.
Yep.
Okay.
Can this guy do his mortals when he's in combat?
It's a great question. I think he can. It's not a shooting attack. It's an ability that happens in the shooting phase.
I think he can too, yeah.
It says, once per turn, army, your shooting phase, pick a visible enemy unit within 12 to be the target. Yeah.
Okay. I have no CP. I'm gonna fall back with these spider riders.
Okay.
No, I'm not. They're gonna stay because they're gonna fall back and do nothing.
You have a battle tactic, Graham?
Yeah, I'm gonna take their lands
Take their lands, okay.
because I
Very nice.
have it. I'm gonna take that land, the loaf in the corner.
The loaf. Yep.
Is there any hero face stuff you'd like to do?
How many? And he has how many left?
3 left.
3 remaining. No.
All right. Movement.
A reminder, folks at home, tomorrow we will be chatting whatever faction is coming out, we don't know, but it was maybe the most direct, indirect clue they've done yet, which was saying it's about more fire, but pink and blue fire.
Pink and blue fire.
And sometimes
Ooh.
green. I think it's fairly obvious.
I like pink and blue fire, and
well,
sometimes
that-
green fire.
That it's disciples of Tzeentch.
Our resident Disciples of Tzeentch player, Graham,
Yes.
has strong opinions on pink and blue fire.
Which means next time Graham is on, he'll probably be playing some Tzeentch.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I have moved.
Okay.
I should fall back with these guys. They take T3 mortal. 1 more spider dies. Go here just so you can't leave this objective. You either have to kill him or stay on that objective, which I don't think is going to be a problem for you. But just dying in melee is also not a problem for
When
you.
do you bring stuff back?
End of my turn,
End of your.
and I have no CP. Would you like to move?
What is the so covering fire is the closest unit, right?
Correct.
So this is 14 and I have to shoot those spiders. Yeah, I'll redeploy. Or no, I'll rally. Yeah, I'm gonna rally.
Or they would have been in combat
Oh, you're right.
during the hero phase.
Then I have no one. I'm trying to think what I spend my seconds.
I think movement is the most interesting thing.
The Cavaliers.
Just get them closer. Yep.
All right. Shooting phase.
Yep. I'm gonna shoot these Spider Riders into the wizard cart.
Yep.
4s and 5s.
The wizard cart.
Look, it's Gitz. We don't know the names for things. The wizard cart. 2. Go end.
All right. Wizard cart has a 4-up save.
Okay. Would you like to shoot?
Can I shoot these guys in combat? Can you?
I don't know if covering fire can
Covering
be
fire
done
can
if
be
you're in combat.
It'd be pretty bad, but I'll not shoot. No thanks. Not gonna shoot.
Okay. I will charge.
Okay.
With the spiders.
Okay.
Spider Riders. They get a 6. They are making it into. They don't expect to kill this thing.
I mean, you roll like you've been rolling.
How many wounds does it have?
Business. 12, I think. 12?
It's pretty unlikely.
Unlikely, but not impossible.
12
wounds. 12 health.
Any countercharge stuff?
I have 1 CP.
I think I have to go with the big spider.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm going to do the Spiderfangs first. This will be 3s and 2s.
Wait, sorry. Let me do orders before you do this.
Yep.
So I'm going to. I'll order this. Hurricanum's going to order himself with 5 upward.
Okay.
Fights last in 5 upward.
Okay.
That's it.
I miss with 2. 1 mortal. 2s. So 1 at rend 1.
Okay.
Into the Fusiliers.
So this is a
That was the
mortal.
mortals.
Okay. Rend 1. It's good.
So just 3 mortals.
3 mortals. Just 3 mortals.
And his rampage is only when he charges, for reference. Legs will be 4s and 2s. Oh, that's 2 hits. And 2s. Rend 1.
Rend 1. Good.
Okay. And then you fought. It's your fight next with the Fusiliers, I guess.
Fusiliers, yeah. Come around here.
Sort of inability to clean them up is frustrating, I'm sure.
Yep.
They have +1 to hit still. But the wound roll. 1 wound. No rend.
4 up. He's good.
Okay.
The Spider Riders. Fangs.
Yeah.
I just need all of these
Here
to
we
be
go.
5 ups.
All 5s. Let's see it.
I mean, it's a lot of them.
That's a lot of them, Graham.
But it's
4?
4 and then 1 regular hit.
1 regular hit. Okay.
Which does wound.
Rend?
Yeah.
Saves.
So just the 4 mortals.
4 mortals. Oh, it's not 3 mortals each. Like
No.
giant spiders. Okay, here's the ward saves. He saves 3 of them.
Okay.
Right.
The dude's on top. 4s and 5s.
Yep. Okay.
And 5s.
3
No
of them.
rend. 1 damage.
Ward's up. And ward save. 5's up.
Alright.
More.
That is my fighting.
Okay, the wizard cart fights back. This is my new headcanon name for this thing. The staff on the guy on top. He gets 2 hits. He wounds on 4s. 2 wounds, rend 1 for D3 damage.
6s. I do make 1.
D3, 3 damage.
Okay, 1 dies.
And then there are 4 horsey hooves. 2 hits. 2 wounds, no rend from the horsey hooves.
5s. You kill another
1 damage. I fought with the Fusiliers already, so we're done.
Okay, I have bites.
Bites. Yes.
The moon
the moon bites.
Gloomspite Horde. The naked spider will do it against the Fusiliers
Okay.
on a D3 on a 2-up. Take 3 mortals.
3 mortals. I have 1 guy left.
And then the spider riders
Okay.
also do 3 mortals.
Spider Rat throw. I get a ward against that though.
Yep.
1 passed. Okay.
That is an 8-point turn because I held your lands and I hold 2.
1 and 2.
Okay, how are you feeling, Graham?
If I get the double, I think we can play that out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think, yeah. Not cleaning off this Fusilier is a problem.
Yeah.
You're stuck in combat, really.
yeah, I really needed to kill the Fusiliers.
Yeah.
The 1 Fusilier.
Because I need that spider to go do things.
Do
I
other
need to
things,
rally
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll roll.
Okay. Destruction gets a 4 order with a 5.
I think we can call it
Should we
then.
call it here?
Okay.
There's without the double, there's no chance. You kill the big spider.
Yeah, with bullets and Cavaliers might actually even get over there.
You also
3d6
just
charge.
fall that guy back. Though he'll probably just kill them.
He's also got a laser beam.
Yeah, I mean, you wipe them off the table here now. Yeah. I think losing that shaman was kind of a big deal. You can look at the top-down state here and see that if he had kind of went up the middle of the board, those Cavaliers wouldn't, they'd be threatening next turn, but he could.
Right.
I mean, I think the Hurricanum and or this middle cannon are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losing a spider a turn to shooting
It's tough.
is real rough. Now, I definitely misplayed by having the foot shaman not screen out Callous and Toll. I probably have that spider, but only maybe because the Cavaliers still just clean the flank. Like 1 spider isn't enough to kill the Cavaliers.
Allison Toll might have also just deployed here and charged in your general, your warlord.
Yeah, I don't really have enough to stop Callous and Toll.
Yeah.
I just don't have enough bodies.
You know what's really good about, it's funny, I keep telling you I love the Scuttle Tide. That's kind of what I like about it, is it's really good at screener.
Yeah, and I tried to cast it turn 1
Yeah.
and I failed.
Right.
That's what I wanted turn 1.
Yeah.
Brett, how you feeling about new cities? How you feeling about the triple cannon?
The triple cannon feels great.
Yeah.
I did feel in this game the loss of the extra 3-inch range,
Okay.
but and bringing the extra cannon isn't free. Like we've had 2 up until now. The 3rd cannon does mean that there's kind of 1 less utility piece on the table, either 10 Fusiliers or 10 Steel Helms or an extra character or something.
Yeah.
Did you really care about the range though? Because all of your cannons shot every turn.
Yeah, I shot every turn, but maybe not at like the thing that I would have preferred to. And the extra in most of those cases, the extra 3 inches would have made it. Okay. So it wasn't. I definitely I think that the pros outweigh the cons with the new detachment, but
you definitely got a lot of extra hits
I got
that
a
you
lot of
wouldn't
value.
have gotten.
For sure.
And
And I think once people kind of properly internalize what 3 cannons with a reroll does, that hit on 3s because you've got a Fusel Major, like once they sort of internalize, oh, I can't just like put stuff out on the table.
Yeah.
It's going to start affecting deployment, and it's going to affect the meta, and it's going to people are going to sort of have to play around it in ways that you can then take advantage of additionally. So I think it's going to be cool, kind of even more so once people kind of realize what its output is.
Yeah,
like it.
I think. Do you guys have MVPs?
Cannons.
Cannons, yeah.
probably that one naked spider.
The one naked spider, yeah.
The coming down in your turn is just really good.
Yeah.
Now the other one just died, so it
Right.
can't really be MVP. But if it hadn't died, if I had all out defended it, I actually think it would have lived, and then it probably would have impacted the game fairly substantially. I also probably should have just brought them down turn 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to know.
Hard to. I feel like if you had put them over here and had charged the Cavaliers,
Yeah,
that would have been it would have been a very different game.
yeah. I think that was the biggest mistake I made, is I should have just committed to the turn 1. Yeah. And that's actually weirdly where I think why I didn't do that is because I'm on the new spell lore and I don't have the change the phase of the moon spell.
Okay.
If I had the change the phase of the moon spell, I definitely do that, and I just push my go turn forward.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
Um,
That flexibility is nice.
yeah, and I realizing that I can't fall back and charge with the retreat unlimited spell.
Yeah.
Really
It changes
makes it hard to use.
Yeah. It's more limited than maybe it appears at first glance.
Yeah, and then the +2 move is really good, but I'm already moving 10 to 12 isn't as important. And the half your shooting range is just hard to use. By the time I'm close enough to cast it,
Yeah.
like you just
You don't get to use
forward.
run abilities, right? But
Yeah.
like again, if you're casting it 18 away, then
There's probably some matchups where it's
Yeah.
really impactful.
yeah.
But I don't know if it's as useful as the flexibility of changing the phase.
Right.
Changing the phase, you get the teleport.
The teleport
get
is not a good teleport.
Well, but it is a teleport.
It is a teleport.
And at the very least, and you also get to pick 3 units within 12 inches and do D3 mortals.
yeah.
That's
That's a
like
good
not
one.
a bad
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a better spell lore to me.
Yeah.
I think I hadn't internalized the retreat one. I thought the retreat one was a lot better than it actually is.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of these that people are going to play some games with before they sort of realize how they interact with the army, and then maybe you're going to end up going back to the old options, which is not
Yeah.
terrible either.
Yeah.
Fine, options are good.
Yeah.
You guys want to take us out?
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining
Yep.
us. This was a fun game. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning for another reveal talk show with
Yep.
with Saray and Zach. Thanks for watching those. As we like to say around here, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and always be creating. Have a good rest of your weekend, everyone.
Have a nice weekend.